If you are new to Affinity, once you open it, you will be greeted with something like this. You will have an overlay dialog that asks you whether you want to go to Home, open a file, or create a new image. You can click the X to close it. So we go from the start. The best part of digital scrapbooking is the ability to showcase your photos, tweak them if needed, but end up with interesting and unique pages. For this particular project, we are going to create 3 different scrapbook pages so you can showcase 3 different photos. First, you will want to open the quick pages that you downloaded. So you go to File, Open, and let's open the very first quick page. A quick page is a page that is already made but has a hole or more to showcase the photos. It is just like if you were to purchase a frame at the store and have a hole where you can insert your photo. The checkerboard that you see in the middle, it's like the background of your table. So this means this area is transparent. With just a few clicks, we are going to turn this quick page into your own page to showcase your own photo. The longest part of the process might be to pick your photo. Or when using quick pages, if you have a specific photo you want to showcase, you might have a hard time picking which quick page to use. But let's move on. Let's open now the photo we want to use. So go to File, Open, and I'll open this photo. Now I'll just copy it. I can go to Edit, Copy, or use the keyboard shortcut Control-C. I'll go back to my quick page, Layer or Image, and paste, either with Edit, Paste, or the keyboard shortcut Control-V. And here is my photo. By default, you will see that the Move tool is going to be activated, and that is perfectly fine. Using the corners handles, you will stretch the photo so it covers the whole of the quick page. Of course, right now, the photo is kind of covering the page. So in the Layers panel here, you click on the photo, slide it until you see a little thin blue line below, and there your photo is placed underneath. You can adjust the height or the size, so you might want to center your subject or make it more on one side. Really, it's up to you. But at this point, you're done. The last step is going to be to save your project. So you can go to File, Save As, and I'll call it Quick Page or My Quick Page. It's going to be saving an AF version of this page. And this means that the 2 layers will stay separate. So you can come back later and maybe reuse the same page and change the photo. However, if you want to share this page with friends or families through emails, on Facebook, etc., the AF version cannot be opened by them. So you will have to export a JPEG version. For that, you go to File, Export, Export, and you will choose the JPEG. You have different options here. Let's go to the medium quality. You can just keep all the settings as is and click Export. And I'll put my quick page 1. I'll keep it like that. It's kind of nice to keep the same name when you have the JPEG version than the AF version, so that if you want to edit one file, you know it has the same name. And we're done. Let's do the same thing with the second file. So I will close my files. I don't need to save this way because we already saved it. Let's open the other quick page. So I'll open this one. Again, you can see there's only one layer and there is an empty area to put my photo. I will open my photo. I will copy with Control C, go back to my quick page, paste with Control V. Here it is. And notice that the hole has a little bit of an angle. So I can just use that handle on top to try to match the angle of the photo of the hole and see if it covers. I'm lucky that it does cover pretty much that area. I can click and drag my layer below. How quick was that? Again, I will save as my quick page 2 in AF format. So that's going to be opened again in Affinity with the 2 layers. And again, I will export in JPEG, use the medium quality, export, and that's it. Are you up for a third one? Let's go. So we go to File, Open, and here is the third quick page. We go to File, Open, and this is the photo. I will copy with Control C, back to my quick page, paste, Control V, and my photo is pretty good in size. Depending on how you get your photos, they might be larger or smaller. So you can always adjust them. Typically, it's not a good idea to enlarge very much, but you can enlarge a little bit. But you can always size down if it is way too big. And again, I will just slide my photo behind my quick page and I'm done. Isn't that quick? Now that you know how to create scrapbook layouts using quick pages, it's really up to you what you want to showcase. Now it's your turn. Have fun.